Hello everyone, I'm Huang. Today I will talk about my research proposal, a study on the effectiveness of singing reading approach of piano practice for children aged 6 to 12 years using online teaching as a medium. First, introduction. It will be explained in 9 aspects. Here, some literature review. Most of studies focus on sight reading level and ability. Participants were university students or high-level pianists. Research on solfeggio is the specific teaching method of sight singing involving vocal skills. Of course, there were also problems in music teaching about reading scores or specifically solving problems, as well as studying students' own performance, such as eye movements, mental activities, memory, and so on. There is a gap that there were few studies that combine sightseeing and reading at the same time in piano practice. In addition, the experiment of this study is carried out through network teaching, which is different from the previous face-to-face teaching in the studio. For problem statement. First, for improving accuracy, fluency, and learning how to play quickly, many people emphasize the importance and the category of sight reading improving. There is a weak on the relationship between sight reading and repertoire completion level. Second, at present, there are few piano performance skills that can be applied directly. Significance of the study. Firstly, no one had ever come up with the term seeing reading approach. So the classification and the definition of it and how it is used need to be reworked. Secondly, to evaluate its effectiveness. Finally, some suggestion can be given to online teachers to teach this practice method in their future career. For research objectives are to identify the singing reading practice method on piano practice, to analyze the effectiveness of this method by analyzing improvements in 4 experimental groups. I will show groups later. To discuss its using in the future. For research questions are what categories do this method fall into, and how much do students like it? How can it be used in education? In what way can its effect be maximized? Does different groups achieve the same effect? Are you interested in my groups? Let's say it is quantitative experiment that the 6 to 9-year-old is the elementary and the 10 to 12 years old is the intermediate using different practice materials. They are going to be divided into 4 groups and sing different parts. Group A singing melody, Group B singing syllable like la la la, lu lu lu. Group C singing accompaniment, Group D singing finger number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then modify skill to analyze data. This skill mainly about measure the number of errors. Next, let's say the limitations and limitations. Regardless of gender, intelligence, version, hearing, or previous exercise methods, do not consider the tone accuracy of singing, regardless of the hardware conditions like the piano tab or tongue, assuming that the network are obstructed. The improvement of their own ability is not considered because the result of concern is whether the piano playing is improved. Let's say the methodology. It will combine qualitative and quantitative research method. There are 200 primary school students aged 6 to 12 and will be recruited from the internet. The author personally teaches them and set the time according to the students' wishes. The experiment class 15 minutes totally. In the first 10 minutes, we'll ask situations they were learning the piano. Here, using qualitative method, asking them by semi-structured questions. Next, they were given practice materials according to their degree, their level, and then give 5 minutes to prepare and record the pre-test performance. Then practice using this method for 20 minutes. In the last 50 minutes, they need to play the given material complexly before the interview. This interview also uses a combination of qualitative and quantitative methods using quantitative questionnaires and to prepare open-ended questions. According to suggestions from participants and their parents, this method can be further improved. Last, references. Thank you so much.